ready for the pain and feel completely dirty when you're done. Arvin, are you ready for blast off?
I told you not to eat Indian food, man.
I already blasted off prematurely.
We are
The Three Guys Rant.
Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
I already feel dirty. Call us at 855-693-GUYS.
And if you didn't understand that, let me tell it to you in English, because that was Puerto Rican. You are listening to The Three Guys Rant, 855-69-3-GUYS. That's 693-4897.
693?
I love me some pizza.
All right, welcome back to another show, The Three Guys Rant, here at the Rant Studios in beautiful Los Angeles, California. I got to say, I'm a little thrown off. First off, because Mikey's back in the room, or above the table. And secondly, because the engineer decided to swap things around now, so I don't know what's going on in this room.
I actually like it better, man. There's a little bit more room, man. I can stretch out. You're not gonna be able to bang your head under the table.
Excuse me? Bang who and what? Under who? So again, everybody, thank you for calling in or tuning in. If you want to call in, it's
We got a call already?
we actually do. The phone line is actually already ringing. We're 30 seconds in. Anybody else? Make sure to call 855-69-3-GUYS. Again, 855-69-3-GUYS. Do we know who's on line one?
I have no idea who's on one. Alan?
No. Well, let's find out together.
Do we want to do that?
That's always exciting.
Caller, are you there?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I have no idea who I'm talking to, but I'm already intrigued.
You're already moist. Who's calling?
Oh my gosh. You guys sent me an invitation and you don't even remember my name. This must be like the morning after.
You know what? I invite a lot of women, but I never get a response, so I'm a little caught off guard.
Hey guys, it's Josefa Salinas calling in.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I truly am caught off guard with this one. But for anybody listening that's been with us over the last several years, we've actually had Josefa Salina as a guest in the past. And this really is a radio personality.
You're talking about her, right?
24 years in LA. Yeah, 24 years in LA.
Yeah, of course I'm talking about her. I'm not talking about me.
Just making sure, man.
So, Josefa, what are you up to nowadays?
Oh man, I'm doing something really exciting and kind of it's really earth-shattering for me. I'm raising funds to shoot a documentary called "The Making of a Man: A Mother's Journey," and it's all about me being a single mom and having to raise a son on my own. And believe it or not, even though I can leap tall buildings in a single bound, I had to face the most startling revelation I've ever had to face in my life.
And what was that?
I can't do it all. I can't do it all.
Oh, okay.
I can raise a man, but I can't teach a boy how to be a man.
No, hold on. I gotta say, Josefa, God bless you. God bless you, Josefa, because you're the first woman I've ever heard to say those words.
Josefa,
I can't do everything.
Let me help you. Let me help you with the ending to your movie. I want you to do one of those dream sequences and fast forward what happens when you try to be too soft.
Here we go.
Okay.
Are you going to slam Mikey already?
My cohort to my right, Wallowitz Jr. over here, who lives at home, and his mom lays out his clothes and cooks his meals and washes his dirty chonies because he's already 47. So I just want you to have that part in your movie when they do the whole drama scene. It's, like got a psycho.
Just say, you know what? If you're not strong with your boys, they're going to turn into this. And there's a picture of Arvin.
Well, that for me as a woman, and I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback from women, and that's one of the reasons why I really want to make this documentary, because it was really hard for me to say, you know what? I can't do this. I've raised him to be an incredible man. He's a senior at Loyola High School. He's been accepted to NYU. He's going off to NYU in the fall. He's a great kid. He's the kind of kid people wouldn't mind having their daughter date. But there are some things that happened in the last couple of years that, I was like on the edge, sitting there pulling my hair out going, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know this answer. and my dad and my brothers live 3,000 miles away. And I consider myself a pretty resourceful, educated woman. And for me to sit there and go, I don't know the answer, I said, you know what? There's 8 million women in this country raising 24 million kids in fatherless homes. And I had nowhere to turn for an answer. So I said, I'm going out to the men of the world, like yourself, and I'm going to film all of you because I need to know what to tell my son about what it takes to be a man in the 21st century.
So if I understand correctly, how many men did you interview?
We haven't finished it yet. We just done the trailer.
How many men do you plan to interview?
Oh, my gosh. I'm hoping for hundreds of men from all over the world because we built a website as well where we're going to be able to, like, take videos that people submit to us with their, like, stories and advice and things like that. And we'll keep that going. Well, I'll keep refreshing that as long as I have a Wi-Fi service.
Okay, so according to my mother, if you interview 600 men, based on what men know about raising children and giving you advice, that'll occupy about the first 15 or 20 seconds of your film.
But see, it's not about raising children. It's about what it takes to be a man.
Once again.
And I don't care if you're a guy on death row. You've got some advice. Come on, you've got some advice because you know what you did to get you there. So you got some advice from my son about how not to get there.
Wow, you're one of those. You're one
very
of those true
open-minded.
believers, man. You still believe in human beings and people because I got to tell you, as one of the people you might be interviewing as a fellow man, no, most of them are dumber than a box of rocks. And if they got to death row, I'm willing to bet you're going to get the same answer you get why Arvin still lives at home with his mother.
Haven't you ever heard it wasn't me? They have their own guy. I wasn't there.
I was framed by the man.
Is the man.
It's the man.
Yeah.
See, that's who you got to interview. If you could do a documentary and explain to me who the man is, that's what.
Yeah, that's the next one. Who is the man?
Well, I know it's not me because that's what my woman says. You're not a man, but that's a whole other story.
Right.
So what is this website? Is the website up? Can people?
Yeah, right now we've got an Indiegogo campaign going on. It's called The Making of a Man. So you would just go to Indiegogo.com/ Indiegogo.com/project/The Making of a Man.
Okay.
And we've got a trailer there right now. We shot a trailer. I pulled like all my friends together and I said, come on, please, I need your help. And everybody came together. We have this beautiful a trailer that's shot that gives you an example of what the documentary will be. And it's really important to me because I want to help. Number one, I want to help women. I want to help them understand that it's okay if you don't know how to do it all. It doesn't make you any less of a mom. I'm no less of a mom. I'm still Superwoman.
You know
I just
what?
can't do this.
Josefa, we got a caller that called in right now. She's on the other line, and she would like to speak to you. Do you mind?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do this without hanging up on anybody.
Callers?
All right, I think we got him.
Vanessa, are you there?
Hello?
Vanessa?
Josefa?
I'm here.
Okay, Josefa's
Vanessa,
there.
Well, as far as I can tell, she's on the line. I don't know what the issue is.
Vanessa?
Hope I can't hear Vanessa.
If you're trying to raise a boy on your own, teach him how to use a phone. Because you see, Arvin over here just probably hung up on you. Sorry about
Hey,
that.
the light's on, man.
That's like you. The light's on, but nobody's home. That's your life story.
That's just
Well,
wrong.
hopefully
That's just
she'll
wrong.
call back. But anyways,
Josefa, we're coming down to the segment here on the
See,
first
she was
one.
there. She just hung
Okay,
up.
fair enough. Well, so tell us again. Where can they go to find your site?
Josefa? Now you hung up. Josefa, we
Josefa,
apologize on air
Call back in, and we'll pick you up after the break.
for
oh wait, is that her? Alan's trying to get it fixed again. Arvin, really?
Hey, I got fat fingers, man. What do you want from me?
You got fat feet.
I got fat fingers.
What the hell do your feet have to do with the phone?
I'm multi-talented.
Hey, don't
There it
touch
is.
the brown. Did you forget that already?
It says don't go down on
Josefa,
brown.
did we lose you there?
Josefa?
I'm going to blame this one on the engineer because I'm doing everything right.
Unreal.
All right, we are the Three Guys Rant, coming to you live every week. Right now, we're trying to fix some technical difficulties and some language deficiencies. Stick around, and we'll be right back to the break, and we'll pick up where we left off.
I haven't said anything yet.
No.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, 2 things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number 1 Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number 1. There's only number 1. There's only number 1.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
Nurses Life Express provides unique apparel for all the hardworking nurses that wear many hats. It is apparel that expresses nurses' amazing, humorous, and caring personalities. After all, nurses are as influential as their united goal to help others. Nursing's not easy, but somebody's got to do it. For more information, please call 562-270-4312 or visit their website at www.nurselife.com. www.nurselyfe.com. Nurseslife.com, where nurses' lives are expressed.
KCAA Radio, Loma Linda, where no listener is ever left behind.
This is Becca Bateau. When I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey and driving men crazy, I spend my time dreaming about the 3 guys rant: Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Yeah, right.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, the 3 Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Hot topics and headlines. Love doctors. Politics. The 3 Guys Rant starts now.
All right, welcome back from the break. This is the 3 Guys Rant with the really absurd news and talk. We're going to try to technically bring the 2 callers back into the studio. And Arvin looks perplexed by a phone that has 2 buttons. Okay, Vanessa, Josefa, do we have you both on the line? I got crickets.
You hear me?
Okay, I can hear.
Who's this?
I'm here. Josefa's here.
I got
Josefa's here.
Josefa. How about now?
Josefa? Sodom bang. Okay, there.
I hear her now.
How about now? Okay, I got everybody.
Can you hear me?
We're having a 5-way. All right, it's about time.
Well, we got Arvin in the room, so it's a 6-way. He counts for 2.
Woo! You know what, I'm gonna leave that one alone because we got beautiful young women on the phone. So Vanessa, you had a question for Josefa?
Actually, Vanessa is co-producing with me.
Oh.
Oh, so she's going to take care of the other 30 seconds about what men know.
Yeah, so Vanessa's actually married, so it's a real interesting perspective. We've worked together. She produces several shows in radio, about 5 different people's radio shows, and we worked together on mornings several times. And so she saw some of the struggles that I was having, and she's also a screenwriter, and her husband is a cameraman, an industry cameraman. So they joined forces with me, and they're along for the ride.
Yes, and I have to say, even though, I do have a husband in the home, our son has the benefit of him always being there and giving him guidance. I think this is a project that can help children and boys no matter what situation they're living in. I still can't wait for my son to see the final product that we have here and to hopefully glean as much wisdom and information as he can from it. I think it can bless the hearts and the minds of any young man who is trying to birth himself into manhood.
Well, let me ask a question because I'm going to make fun of somebody else in the studio. So I'm godfather to my Puerto Rican brother's child across the table from me.
That'd be me.
Wait. Did you just hear the godfather to the Puerto Rican across the table from
the Puerto
me?
Rican's child.
Okay.
So my godson, God bless his little heart, lives in a home with a former Marine.
Oh.
Okay?
That's right.
But Mike's a dork, and my godchild is all jacked up. So, ladies, you got to take your cameras over there. So I have proof now. So when I'm in court trying to extract my godson from the hell he's living in, I want videotape to say this is why.
No,
he's
but
a doorknob.
that would be another movie. That would be how not to be a mom to your son. How not to baby him all the time.
It's funny that you mentioned that because that's actually another segment of young men that we're trying to reach. There are some young men who are being influenced by potentially the wrong kind of man being around them. And so they may be getting information that may not be the best for them to take and grow and learn from. So we hope that those young men as well will have the opportunity to see this project and learn from it. I know a few guys myself who didn't have the most stellar role models growing up, and it's affected them greatly.
Okay, but let me ask you a question because I don't know if you heard Mike's comment. He keeps blaming his wife.
That's right.
He says
she keeps
babying
him.
Madre that's babying the boy, jacking him all up.
Wait. If I read into that correctly, doesn't that make Mike a weak man then?
See, I wanted to go there, but I wanted the ladies to get there all by themselves.
Here's the thing. I think that women are naturally nurturing beings, and we love our children and we love our sons. And I think that mothers have a very special relationship and connection to their sons in particular. I don't think that makes them weak, but I think that they definitely need that balance of that masculine energy that's going to be there and kind of say, no, this is what a man thinks, this is how a man acts and behaves, and this is how a man takes care of his family, or this is how a man provides.
Vanessa, don't you think that as women we have gone a little too far with this? I don't need a man. I can do it all myself.
Definitely.
We don't need a man. And so we've got a generation of boys that have been brought up without any male influence because we just went too far. We burned our bras, our chonies, our chops, everything.
Wait, that'd be a documentary I want to be a part of.
That's a whole other documentary.
That's not even a documentary right there.
You know what? I'm volunteering for that movie. If there's chonies and bras coming out, I want to be in that movie.
You want to take your chonies and bra off?
I do every day when I get home, so I might as well.
No, but I mean, come on, guys. Don't you think that we've gone? The media has fed into it as well. I think we've just gone a little too far. With women have taken this, and I know I'm going to get kicked back from a lot of women out there, but it's okay because I'm here to help you into the light. That it's good. Okay. We don't have to do it all, and there is. I'm telling you right now, and women can be mad at me all they want. There is not a woman on the face of the earth that knows what it's like to be a man. So how are you going to teach a boy how to be a man? You can raise him, but you can't teach him how to be a man. Just like there's not a man who can teach a girl how to be a woman.
You haven't met Arvin, so...
Well, it's just like, I tell my son, whenever his mom is not around, I tell him, Papi, whatever mommy told you, forget about it. This is how we do it, all right? When she's here, we all play along.
Well, that's part of the balance, that comes with the child having the feminine aspect and the feminine relationship, and then also having the masculine relationship. There are some things that mothers might say to their sons, and they mean well, but they may not necessarily have the information that a man would have to really give them what they need.
Ladies, what we need to do is I'm going to table this for now because I know that this segment is coming down. I'm going to have Arvin put together in the next few weeks to coordinate with you to have you in studio so we can line up some callers who would perhaps like to contradict what you're saying just to see where we can take it.
All right.
Well, great. I just hope everybody just goes to our Indiegogo site. If everybody just gave $1, we could do 2 documentaries, this and then everybody's answers.
So push the site one more time. Where do you want them to go?
It's Indiegogo.com/The Making of a Man project.
I like it. Ladies, thank you so much for calling in. We wish you the best.
Thanks for having us.
Please keep us updated, and I'll make sure Arvin puts it on our social media.
Hey,
Thanks Thank you so much. Bye.
Vanessa, I just have one quick comment.
Yes.
If you ever want to add 3 brown gentlemen to those shows you produce, give me a call.
Oh, you got it. I already wrote that down. I'm glad you brought it up.
Is she going to do the Biggest Loser Latino style?
And I don't mean to clean the bathroom in that building. I mean to get in front of a microphone.
Thank you, ladies.
Got you.
Have a great weekend.
Guys.
Thank
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Hey, I was raised by a single mom. She raised 3 of us, and the thing was she had the chancleta and the correa nearby at all times.
That's what I was going to say.
I
was raised in a single family too, but I don't know if it was my mom. I think it was more the chancla that raised me. The chancla and the belt.
Right.
Okay, but what's funny is you understand that when most men discuss that topic, it's past tense.
Yeah, for some reason I think that just grew into a fetish for some weird reason.
When you still share the same domicile with the parental figure as the progeny that you are.
I already told you we are roommates. I have my own floor.
When you come to work and you have marks on you and you say, no, it was the blankets.
No.
And we're like,
What's
okay,
even
whatever.
funnier is when you come to work and you've got a little taquito or burrito wrapped in a napkin, and I say, what's in there? You're like, a little spamito. I'm like, what the hell spamito? My mom made me huevitos this morning. I'm like, really?
Oh, my.
Hey, that just means it was made with love.
So listen, Wallowitz, okay? When we talk about these things, it's usually in the past tense.
It really is funny how this whole show got put together because I just threw it out there right before the show. Ladies, how many days is it acceptable for a man to wear the same pair of underwear before it's time to change it? And we started talking about all this. I didn't know we were going to get this in depth into it today.
You wanted to go there.
Has anybody answered to that?
No, but it's I've gotten a lot of ills and that's gross and pinche cochino, cámbiate los calzones.
Well, tell you what, man. When I was in the Marine Corps, we were somewhere for an extended period of time, and we had a contest.
I don't think it's national security. You can see where you were.
I'll tell you when we come back, man. We had a contest, and I'll tell you who won.
You're listening to the Three Guys Rant with the really absurd news and talk. Please stick around. We'll be right back.
Transmitiendo en vivo en Los Ángeles y alrededor del mundo. Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
Two strikes, the pitch.
Make your team look like pros with custom lineup cards. Whether you are a travel team, rec team, all-star team, or just some old guys playing slow pitch, we can make your team look a little better with some custom lineup cards. For the umpire, for the opponent, for the scorekeeper, for the dugout, no matter where your lineup card goes, you will look like a big league team with your team logo and name on top of your personalized lineup card. Just visit CustomLineupCards.com. With the best prices in town, you are sure to hit a home run with us. Visit CustomLineupCards.com and go pro.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one. Tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come on.
fashion. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
ProTech Carpet and Tile Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. We aren't just cleaning experts, we are restoration experts. We have saved our customers hundreds or even thousands of dollars on new flooring and upholstery expenses after we restored what they thought was permanent soil and damage. We are professionally trained and certified technicians. We specialize in damage restoration caused by heavy soil, odor, spot removal such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, oil, paint, nail polish, and many more. If you want the best in home cleaning and professional services, call us today at 562-447-4300. We are ProTech.
Hey everybody, it's Kiara Lynn Ford and I'm listening to Rant Radio Network.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, we're back from the break. Thanks for sticking around. Mike is going to tell us about a competition that took place in the military back when he was serving our country.
We were in the Gulf, because Arvin just mentioned about, he posted, I guess, a question on our social media in regards to what is the acceptable amount of time for a man to wear the same pair of underwears. And to me, it depends on the weather. But anyways, we were in the Gulf in Saudi Arabia, and we decided, everybody's going to pitch in $5. It was 40 of us in the platoon, so it was $200 on the pot. And we went at it, man. And the winner was this young man who wore the same pair of skivvies for 38 days.
No kidding.
They could almost stand on their own, bro. He could almost use it as a helmet. And the decision was unanimous. 39 of us said, "Oh yeah, here's the money." So, anyways,
38
days.
All right. If any of our listeners out there have worn their skivvies for more than 38 days, please call in.
I can beat that.
Dude, I'm telling
And
you.
the sad part is you weren't in the Gulf. You were at home.
I was playing golf.
You're filthy. Mr. Ochoa, should the military or should the U.S. aid in the search for Boko Haram?
They don't know where Florida is? Why do we need to spend money on that? I can tell you where Boca Raton is.
You know what? You get an A for that one, baby. That was excellent.
I've seen Seinfeld. I know it's in Florida.
That
I couldn't tell you
was
where.
Excellent. You're such an
From
idiot. I'm going to give you
Seinfeld.
credit for that one. Boko Haram is that lunatic animal that's on TV right now saying that Allah says he needs to sell, that he should sell things. So he's going to sell women. Before you go there, him and his army of lunatics are the ones that kidnapped those 200 plus girls a couple of weeks ago from the all girls school in Nigeria.
So who should sell?
That's what he's saying. He's saying Allah speaks to him. But the question I'm asking is, and I was waiting for it. The U.S. is now going to assist.
Yeah, but they're going to assist in the form of advisors, that kind of thing, and surveillance drones.
We say that now, but there's a $7 million price tag on this dude's head.
I don't know, man. I think it's when it's something like that. I think we should act. Not only the U.S., man, but the world, man. What kind of world do we live in that this damn plane went down? I don't know how many tens of millions of dollars, not hundreds of millions of dollars, were spent on a search, knowing that these people are probably dead. But then here's 200 human beings that have been kidnapped, and he kidnapped like another 8 a couple of days ago, and they're still out there, and we're not going to go help.
There's no money in it.
Right. Well, what's the money in finding the plane? There's no
Insurance
money in
money.
it.
All those people are getting paid back. All those countries are going to make some money. The people on there paid a lot of money to be on the plane. It's all about money.
I'm telling you, man. We should go in there. We should send the military, or at least drone strikes.
Well, and I'm with you. To me, this is a military exercise.
Right.
We need sniper training.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I say we should send in some of our wet works guys, or what do they call it? Wet works or the
plumbers?
No, the CIA teams.
The killers,
Crap, I don't remember.
the spies or whatever you call them. I don't know.
Anyway, we
But
should send some of our snipers. This guy can't be too hard to find. He said he's going to go after all the other girls' schools because, according to him, Western ways are the devil's ways.
you know what? You know where Allah needs to go?
Easy. We got nothing against Muslims. Easy.
Fine. I'll keep my comments to myself.
That's Arvin at the3guysrant.com.
Yes, that is me. What is your point? I
So,
kept my comment to myself.
You didn't answer the question. Should the U.S. intervene or at least assist?
I don't know. I'm going to say no because I think we have our own problems here. But that's just me.
So 200 girls aren't worth assisting? Now, what
Are they American girls?
No.
No.
What I'm taken aback by, though, is that the Nigerian government has taken 2.5, almost 3 weeks, even to acknowledge the situation.
Because they can't deal with it. This guy's basically doing whatever he wants. So
But that's the part that threw me. It's like they have a basic military.
I
Don't
think
they?
but I think even today, this guy's group attacked a military base.
He took out 150 people.
Right. So I mean,
So he's
the guy
even
does
attacking
whatever
the
he
military then.
Well, he's attacking a. If I read this correctly, it was an hour-long assault in Gamburo, Nagala. It left 150 people dead, and it's strong. This guy, Nigerian village, an area that troops had been using as a base in the search for hundreds of schoolgirls.
See, something like that. I mean, right there. I mean, we could have went in
Okay, but
with airstrikes.
But based on what you're saying right there, you're not talking about strategically killing certain people. I mean, in that picture, well, I don't know what the hell the engineer's doing now because it's no longer a picture, but I'm sure that's not part of the military. Those are just civilians. So you want to go in there and just blow everything up?
No, go after him. If they're under attack, they call in, and then we can go in and do airstrikes.
Yeah, but you're going to lose innocent people.
That's what happens in every war, man.
Right, so you're okay with that, but not okay with the 200 girls?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Well, see, and again, I'm with Mike. I mean, for me, this is one time that I'm okay with boots on the ground. I say take 20 of our top guys who are a little bored sitting around doing something nowhere. You know, we got guys all over the world. And again, give them the $7 million. There's a bounty on his head from the UN, I think it is. Let him have it.
Yeah, but I think that the UN needs to get involved, man. It can't be unilateral. And I mean, if the UN can't get involved in something like that, what the hell good are they for, man? Disband them.
You don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother nightmare. But all right, let's move on to another topic before we get too far off into that. Arvin, what else you got? Because otherwise, mine. You say my topics are too heavy.
Well,
so.
I did ask a question, and again, I don't want to get into it too far. We got a couple minutes, but last week we started talking about Donald Sterling, and I asked about Obama getting involved. He said we got to wait till Mike gets here.
Okay, so go with it.
So, Mike, what do you think about the fact that the president was out in Malaysia talking about Don Sterling?
Well, I don't think he was. I mean, he wasn't talking about it per se. I mean, if a reporter asked you, he made a comment. It wasn't like it was.
It was a long comment, though.
I understand that, but it wasn't like he went to the podium to talk about
right,
Donald Sterling. You know,
but
so I mean,
I just think it should have been avoided. I don't think it was, and even if he did, I don't think it was appropriate for him to do it.
What Arvin's Bendahada is trying to ask you, but he can't figure out the proper vernacular to use.
I didn't get my
is
espamito
why
this morning.
Should the president always chime in on black issues? That's the only time we really hear from him about certain issues. You know, this particular one. I apologize. I'm drawing a blank on the young man who got shot over in Florida when he said that could have been my son, Trayvon Martin. I realize, I according to the last color television, I saw that our president is black. But, I know there's a lot of controversy and there's a lot of questions that why should he weigh in on those issues?
Well, to me, because he's black. And it's the first time we have a black president that you can have a black leader to step up and address an issue that really only affects that particular community. I mean,
but does it help?
It doesn't mean that he's going to get involved. I mean, as long as he doesn't get involved, I think it's okay if he's asked for him to give his opinion. Don't get involved, though. Don't try to throw your weight around so that whatever outcome he wants happens.
Let me ask you this: should Donald Sterling lose a team?
You know what? That's the one thing. In this country, you have the right to be an idiot,
right?
And a moron and a bigot.
Right.
So to me, should he lose his team? I think that's taking it too far. You know, the NBA stepped up. They did what they
lifetime ban
had to be
agree with
had
that?
to be done. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that either. I mean, he's an idiot. So what are you going to do? You're not condemn everybody who's an idiot? Makes it
but that's what makes nothing to do with race.
And the fact that he was, it looks like he was set up, man.
Dude, can we just go back? By the way, she was
fugly.
She was interviewed by Barbara Walters. I don't know if you saw it Friday night.
I started watching it. It was too hard to watch.
Barbara Walters.
I had to change the channel.
Wait. I love Barbara Walters.
Right.
I would marry Barbara
fine.
Walters. That woman's always been sexy.
But the responses that we got, it was painful to watch.
Let me tell you where I lost it for Barbara Walters. She's off my list.
She's dead to you?
She's dead to me.
Until she interviews Kim Kardashian.
Maybe.
All right.
But without Kanye. But one of the things as she was going to the break, we're going to come back and talk to this beautiful, intelligent woman. What?
What is she going to call her? Ugly?
Why she have to call her beautiful?
Oye, ahorita regresamos para hablar con esta pinche puta fea.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But you know what? You know what else? She didn't ask any hard-hitting questions.
None.
It was all softballs.
No, but that's why, you know
I'll
what,
leave
though?
that one alone.
No. But it's funny you say that, because what's happening to a lot of the media, except, of course, here where the really absurd news and talk takes place, if anybody would talk to us, we'd ask the hard questions.
I want to ask, okay, so let me ask you this. Everybody's giving Donald Sterling crap for being a racist. Did you see the 16-second Vine video that Snoop did?
Yeah.
Which was completely racist above and beyond, but nobody's saying anything about that.
Yeah, but, okay, so he was defending or going against what he had just heard. That's like people always saying that Chris Rock is racist because when he does his concert, he talks about crackers.
Okay, he's a comedian. He has a lot of
Well, hold on.
leeway.
You say that, but 20 years ago, oh, God, we're old now. 30 years ago, Eddie Murphy talked about AIDS on the course, and he was making fun of homosexuals.
Right.
And people called him a homophobe up until about 5-6 years ago.
He was saying that, he would be scared about kissing a woman who'd kiss a gay guy because she might come home with AIDS in her lips. It was something absurd.
How do you deal with it?
At the time.
How do you deal with it?
I use saran wrap.
Hey, it's Mr. Engineer?
I'm just waiting for the music. But
yeah, so am I, but I don't hear it.
Okay, bottom line is, it's when you attack a particular race and they're responding.
It's okay?
No, but they're venting.
But then think about this.
To me, it's the same thing.
If the NBA takes it to a vote to get this guy out, there's 29 other owners. Then what's going to happen if they don't want to get rid of him? They're going to say, oh, all the other owners are racist too?
It's about money. They're going to get rid of him. All right, you listen to the Three Guys Rant. We'll be right back after the break. Stick around.
What's wrong? I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Buenos dias, buenas tardes, and a big old howdy, y'all. This is the Red Mexican Alex Raimundo with my amigos, the Three Guys Ranting, not to be confused with Three Guys Panting. That was me outside your window the other night, ladies.
I don't know if the microphones are on yet. Phil, you just talked for like 30 seconds and nobody heard nothing. You want to repeat what you said? No. Anyways, again, welcome back to another episode of the Three Guys Rant. Jeez,
you were going to say ranting?
Yeah, I just heard Alex Raimundo right now, and that's what he said. So my apologies. But you know what? I gotta. Let's talk a little bit about marketing and PR. I don't know if you guys have heard. I know KFC's been pushing hard to try to get back into. I don't know if it's even the top 3 or not, but I know that they have their KFC Cup Go-Go or whatever it is, which I actually think is pretty good. It's like $2.99. You get some chicken strips and some fries.
They do have one of the greatest sandwiches on the planet.
Is it really? Is it that good?
Oh, dude,
it's not called the double
decker. I had it once, but
double stacker.
I don't know, man.
Is it double stacker?
No,
it's double down, moron.
Double down, baby. Two pieces of fried chicken. 2 or 3 pieces of cheese. Bacon.
Yeah, is it
there's ham in there or something? I've had it once.
I had it once. You know what it's missing? You're right. Did you say spam? It's missing the fried spam in between. KFC,
or some sriracha or something.
I want some,
KFC, if you're listening, we'll take some.
I want some fried spam in between that mother right there. But that is a damn good sandwich.
I've had it once. I don't know if I could revisit that experience.
I think they're trying to push it kind of like they want to get to the level of McDonald's with the McRib. Come out with an LTO that is going to kick ass for a while. And then can pull it back and then bring it out. You know, I don't know.
But hold on, I think we're jacking up Arvin's segment. So where were you going with it, man?
Well, I don't know if you've seen the latest thing. At first, I really thought it was a gag. They're starting off with the KFC corsage.
Okay.
Have you guys seen this?
No.
Alan, can you find a picture of the KFC corsage? It really is. There's about a 3-minute video that KFC has actually done. Young man, probably about the age of 16 or so, has a box, walks up to the door. The mom comes out.
So it's a good publicity stunt.
And she puts a little, what do you call it on the guy?
Boutonniere?
The boutonniere. You know, he's getting ready to give the girl a corsage. Here's a corsage. He opens up the box, and that's what you get. You get a little, what is that, baby breath?
That looks, baby breath, and I think that's what
baby breath and a drumstick.
I'm going to say that was for April Fool's Day.
For you. Look at that. They're on the dance floor, man. She's eating her corsage.
Yeah,
that's some good eating right there.
That was April Fool's. I thought you were going to talk about their new concept.
If that's a reaction she was going to have, that corsage would have been somewhere else. Not on her. I would have put it somewhere else.
If you go to kfc.com/corsage,
right, but
you can order one.
All right.
Okay, but I thought you have you seen their new concept?
No.
Wow, I'm glad you did back research and all the stuff on the story. This is good.
Please,
you understand
detail.
that they're no longer the dominant chicken player anymore.
Who's
El Juan
who's
Pollo?
ahead of them?
Chick-fil-A.
Are they really?
Chick-fil-A with 1/3 the units outsells them now.
Yeah, but they're not in the same category.
Sure
I
they
mean,
are.
it's just because it's
Well,
chicken, you know.
But it's still a chicken category, where that's all they focus on. It's all chicken. So
chicken
what's
is
funny
chicken?
is KFC is, I don't know the exact name, but they're building a Chick-fil-A-esque KFC format.
You know what? I think I read that somewhere.
So you're telling me a chicken breast, chicken wing, chicken thigh is the same as a little chicken culito? There's no way that all that falls under the same category.
To me, it's almost a different concept because it's sandwiches basically versus
Right, because as
actual
far as I know,
chicken.
Gentlemen,
what's the name of the place? They don't sell chicken wings.
Linda, honey, Linda. Doesn't matter what you want to call it. When KFC's sales are now dwarfed by a chain a third their size.
But you know what I think is hurting them? They're expensive as hell, man. I don't know what the hell happened,
That's
what
the
they
reason
think.
they came out with the $2.99 cup.
Well, I understand that, but still, it doesn't seem to be helping them. You go get a 3-piece meal, and you get the combo, for instance. You're paying $8, and it doesn't even come with a drink.
Okay, but hold on.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not the problem. That's not the problem, gentlemen.
Please do tell.
It's
Conglomerate?
a singular item. So let me see. I'm going to go to KFC. What am I going to have? Something fried. In what?
Oh, let me go. I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A and have, well, let me see. A burger? No. A sandwich? No. You're going to have
Hey,
chicken.
I've gone to
You can get it
Chick-fil-A.
at KFC, grilled or
I've
fried.
gone
Your point at 10,
to
but then
Chick-fil-A.
there's 10 times the amount.
Right.
You go to Chick-fil-A, you're paying $8 for a sandwich. So it's not because it's cheaper.
But they got waffle fries, man.
Yeah, that makes it all better, paying $8 a sandwich.
You know, I mean, not to knock Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, what they do it very well. Their staff is just beyond what you would find at any fast food place.
They've been really good to the Three Guys Rant.
Right.
Fed us for free.
Right.
They did. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So I don't care what he says about people and what he says on Sunday. He's all right in my book.
I just think KFC is way overpriced. I think what they need to do is come with a dollar menu or something like McDonald's and try to go after that
What are
crowd.
you going to get? A chicken nugget?
I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I won't even say what I'm thinking about the letters.
Go on, Arvin. What else you got?
Well, I don't know if you've heard about this, but James Cameron.
No, we
and-
probably haven't, Arvin.
Would you shut the hell up so I can finish my story? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
That's because you're self-lubricating again.
I said
Told
edge,
you to
not,
stop doing
not
that.
sliding off the seat, man. But James Cameron, is that the guy that did the Titanic? James Cameron, right? I was
No,
his name.
no, that was Leonardo DiCaprio.
I said directed.
Oh, okay.
There's a this story is going to be so chopped up. There's a lady suing Disney and James Cameron for $1 billion because they're saying that they took her idea on a ride that they did out in Florida. They're trying to recreate the whole, and I don't even understand this. They're trying to recreate the sinking ship in the movie in a ride so that you can feel what Leonardo felt right before he died and froze in the water. Apparently, over a weekend, they made $333 million. And so she wants 3 times what they've already made.
The ride did?
Yes. Well, Disneyland as a whole, but they're saying it's because of the ride. In addition to what
I've
they
never
normally
even
would be.
heard of that ride.
Neither have I. But this woman is suing for $1 billion.
Because they took her idea.
Because I don't know how she mentioned it in a conversation to James Cameron. A couple years later, they have a ride out at Disneyland, and she's suing. They're saying that they took her idea. I just don't see it. $1 billion. First off, Mikey, when you came over on a boat, would you pay to have that feeling that the ship's going down?
Nope.
We should do that for free here. Are you Googling?
Well, that happens for free all the time in
Cuba.
The Cubans coming over to Florida. The Dominicans going over to Puerto Rico. That happens all the time, man.
So again, it's what you come up with, Phil?
I'm looking for it as we speak.
And you got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I found the story on TMZ. I just thought it was funny. And then the other one that I think is
Wait a minute. So you just wasted precious airtime
You have something
on
you
some
wanna talk
BS
about?
that you thought it was funny,
You have something
and it's
you
probably not even true.
It is true.
Dude, this is a Three Guys Rant, man.
TMZ talked about it, so I know it's true.
We are fair and unhinged. We only cover the facts.
How long have you been away for?
I don't know.
We're fair and unhinged. Okay.
So the other one, Seth Meyers. Seth Meyers is the guy that took over for Jimmy Fallon, correct?
Why do you ask us to confirm
it's your story.
Because you guys are like my sounding board.
While we're live on air?
Absolutely, man. Just to show people that this show is live. I have a problem. He's been said that he's one of the most influential people of the year.
He has said, or it has been said?
It has been said.
By whom?
Hell, I don't know, people.
Probably his mama.
It's I don't get it. I don't even find them funny. So I don't know who the hell is saying these things about these people.
Once again, it's your story. So if somebody is saying this, wouldn't it behoove you to be able to inform us and the listeners?
So let me guess. TMZ again?
That one I really don't know. But we'll go back to that.
Wow.
It could very well be.
Alan, why do you let him in the studio? I don't understand.
So
showing her my O face. Oh.
The last thing, sports here. I know that here in the NHL we got the Ducks and the Kings. Did you guys see the game on Friday night? Went into overtime.
No.
Oh boy, whoa! That's gonna go nowhere quickly.
It's watching basketball.
You were watching a Clipper game?
Yep.
Did you see it? I stopped.
Yes.
I stopped watching it because I didn't think they were gonna win.
I'm sorry. You understand? Let me just help you.
Oh, here we go.
When you ask someone, did you
Did you
watch
see?
the game?
But you see,
And
man,
he said,
I
yes.
just threw something shiny at him. He's like, oh, wait a minute.
He said, yes. And then you asked him, did you see it?
I was surprised. I was surprised.
You understand that yes is a common answer
For what questions?
from its opposite of no.
Can you describe what that means to me?
Well, I'm not sure
Well,
you
it-
understand or comprehend.
Well, it depends on what your definition of is.
You know what? Fair enough, because we just came up on what anniversary is it? 15 years? No,
more than that.
Longer.
Of each other?
Oh, for crying out loud! Do you ever look at the news? Do you
From
ever?
one of the best presidents ever, Bill Clinton, getting a Lewinsky, man.
Yeah. Please do tell.
But you know
Do
what's
tell.
funny? That you proclaim that you don't know. When we call you in the office, say, Arvin, Lewinsky time, you know where to go.
Yeah, I dropped my pants. No, but anyways, I saw.
We need the crickets so bad right there. That was just.
Wait a minute. I want to
Oh,
talk
you
about
see that?
sports in LA, man. What the hell?
Oh, man. And we're over. Oh.
All right. You listen to the Three Guys
No
Rant.
le van a cambiar de estación. El show de las tres comadres. Ahorita regresamos.
The Three Guys Rant.
If the truth hurts, then AM 1050 KCAA can be a real pain.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today. Or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here. You're listening to the Three Guys Rant Radio Show. Rock on.
All right. Apparently that's our comeback music. We still don't know all of our cues. One of these days we'll get it right, though.
He's He's going way back in the crates for this, man. I don't know if it's intro, outro, or just commercial music.
Digging deep, baby. Digging deep in the repertoire.
He's never heard that before.
All right. So, continue, Mr. Ochoa.
No, I'm done talking about sports,
are you
man.
Sure, man? Are you sure?
I just got a verbal lashing from cheek to cheek.
Wow. That have you been okay? Well, this one's for Mike too, because I know he'll appreciate this. Have you heard the brouhaha with the Beverly Hills Hotel?
Yep.
Arvin?
Dude, that's funny, man. Did you see all the celebrities out there?
Yeah.
Jay Leno and everybody.
Yeah, they're a little
Are
upset.
they going to tear it down?
But you know what? I don't know where I stand on that, man. I mean, the guy, okay, he's the owner or whatever, but he's something that's happening somewhere else.
Okay, but see,
You know what
but
I'm
now
saying?
you're contradicting yourself.
No,
You're saying
but-
that. You're saying I understand the 200 little girls got kidnapped, and don't get me
Right.
wrong. I want this animal dead. Okay.
Right.
But now we're saying that this guy wants, people who got pregnant out of wedlock. He wants people who don't go to church on Sunday, so everybody in this room. He wants people who are homosexuals, like my partner to my right over here. He wants to institute, what is it, death on them?
Yeah, but that's politics that are going on in his country, in his home country. It has nothing to do with what the fact that he owns this.
Yeah, but it's like any other
Okay.
boycott. I don't know why, again, so.
I get what you're saying, but to me, it's like, it's not like he's coming over here and making changes in the hotel policy. If two guys come in, don't rent a room, or
hold on,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on there. Hold on. I'm hearing hypocrisy, and I'm asking.
Okay.
It's about money. So you're
Right.
saying, no, it's the Beverly Hills Hotel, and there's status there, and why are these people all up in arms? But a minute ago, when I was talking about 200 little girls that have no money
Mm-hmm.
and there's no value in saving them, you were okay sending in the Marines to blow up the whole country.
So should we send in the Marines to this guy's country to blow it up?
No.
Because
But he hasn't
his
hurt anybody
beliefs?
yet. But I'm saying that if they're going to boycott, why are you against the I'm sorry, you haven't taken a stand. But why can't you take a position on the boycott?
I'll tell you what pissed me off about the whole story. It was that I didn't know that the fact that this moron owned the damn hotel.
Well, that's two of us.
What the hell is going on in America,
I
man?
didn't realize the Merv Griffin family had sold it.
I know. What I mean, from the Chinese coming over here, they own our debt. They buying property left and right. You have people from other countries just
That's Mike
buying stuff over here.
I like
You
yes,
know
please,
what?
please keep digging.
El
Let's get some
Boricua at the three
damn
guys
American
rant.com.
pride here, not sell to some people, especially people that are our enemies and don't share our values. If
So
they
you're-
don't like,
so-
if they don't like our values,
Let me
they
get this
can't buy
straight.
crap here.
Let me get this
Okay,
straight. You're saying
stay
that,
in your country.
You're saying that we shouldn't sell certain things to certain people because of where they come from.
Mike at the three
because
guys
of their
rant.com.
beliefs. Yes.
So I'm sorry. Part of the contract, you're supposed to put, please write your beliefs.
No, we should vet them a little bit better.
Okay. Homeland, that's going to be part of the
That's it.
process.
Once again, it comes down to money. When the guy rolled up with his car and said, "Here's 500 million cash,"
Is that what he bought it
Is that
for?
what he bought it?
I don't know what he bought it
Oh,
for.
Is
I
there,
really don't know.
when did it sell?
I have no idea. I was completely
Right.
caught off guard and unaware that the Sultan of Brunei owned the Beverly Hills Hotel.
I had no clue either.
You never have a clue.
Yep. But it was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? Everybody, is buying stuff over here. We don't own anything anymore. I mean, I don't know anything, but I'm just talking about the country.
I'm like, have you ever owned anything?
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? The thing that's funny, I don't know if you guys talked about this last week, was that idiot rancher in Nevada.
I love him.
You know what? He's an idiot.
I love him.
Okay? And then the fact that they face off against federal agents like that, again, come on, man. And they say, Obama's a tyrant. If Obama was a tyrant, he could have, sent a drone and taken them all out because they're going against federal agents.
Well, my favorite part, though, it's funny. I was at a dinner over the weekend with a really good associate of ours, and you know him quite well. And he put his head down when he brought that one up because the Republicans, they got behind that brother.
Right.
They thought he was another Ted Nugent.
Right.
Yeah, I'll show the government I got guns and I can graze and nobody's getting hurt. And I'm going to let all my cattle over there eat the grass. And what you can do about it? So the Republicans, they got behind him.
And he's worse than Donald Sterling.
And when the camera showed up, black people were better off as slaves. What the hell?
I guess we'll pick it up next week.
All right, everybody, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Three Guys Rant here on NBC News Radio, KCAA 1050 AM, and iRantRadio.com. See you next week.
transmitiendo en vivo en Los Ángeles y alrededor del mundo. Would you like to comment?
Hi, I'm
Get on
Paul
the radio.
Lane, host of the
Check out our
KCAA
website
Morning
at
Show. And I'd like to take a few seconds.
www.3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
Hi, I'm Paul Lane.